Hi there, Cancer, and anybody else tuning in. We're here with your reading August 2021. Let's jump into it and see what is at play. We are channeling here in addition to working with the tarot cards, and we've got a number of decks that we're working with here as well at that. So, feel free to take the energy as it, comes to you here, in a number of ways, and at times it might be something that you understand and you click with, spiritually, energetically. Sometimes it'll be something you're able to identify that's happening physically. Sometimes it's something that maybe that, you're understanding more at a certain time, even logically. It's up to you in terms of how you interpret it ultimately, right? But Cancer, let's get the cards out, and we're going to pull a card for each of the days. And the decks we're using here in this reading is the Wild Unknown, the Children's Spirit Animal deck, and the Gummy Bear Tarot deck, which is so cute here. I'm having a lot of fun with this deck, working with it. My sister just got this for me, actually, and it is very similar to the Rider-Waite, but there are little gummy bears instead of the humans depicted on the Rider-Waite. So these again are these three decks we'll be working with, and in addition, yet again, they'll remember that it's sort of like oracle work here. It's like I'm sort of channeling here, right? Well, I am, and so yeah, just keep it in mind. If it goes by quickly, you can also slow down the speed of the video. Slow down the speed by clicking the little gear at the base of the reading on the little slider. All right, let's jump into it. Cancer. We're going to be pulling a few just general cards, and then we'll go in and we'll pull a card for each of the days, and then we'll do a Celtic cross. We'll pull from the deep past, recent past, current state, advice, near future, final outcome. We'll pull a few other, cards in addition to that, and we'll see what has been going on. Let's get the cards out in the general, though, first. Turtle, take your time, upright. Unicorn, use your imagination, reverse. Now, Cancer, I was meditating on your energy as well. Let's clear it around, let's clear it around, let's clear it around, right before I turn on the camera here for you. And what I'm getting is that, it's interesting. It's exciting. I feel like there are a few really strong messages here that were coming through. And, for example, I'm seeing that something that's really key here this month, Cancer, and I'm hearing Taurus, is that there's something you're excited about. Okay, let's clear something that you're really wondering about. And this can also be, of course, how someone is sort of feeling around you. The energy and the messages that come through are not always necessarily like, Cancer and just Cancer. It can be, Cancer and the energy around Cancer. So if some, let's say, concept comes through here, it can be speaking of what might be playing out prominently in your environment. Now, I'm seeing that there is something that's really fluctuating here at this time. It's almost like there's an energy that's like going up and down here for you. It's really vacillating is how I could describe it. And it's interesting because Cancer, you're ruled by the moon, which is naturally a really strongly vacillating luminary body. Now, we're going to get some cards other than the Children's Spirit in the general, and then we'll jump in again to the more sort of nuanced reading spread here. The Seven of Wands in reverse, okay. The Wheel of Fortune upright, and we're seeing the Hermit here as well a few times through the chair in reverse right there. Nine of Cups upright. Kid you not, the Hermit poking out again right there in the Wild Unknown. Now, some of you, I feel like there is either someone who's really curious about you, or someone you're really curious about, or there's an energy, the moon coming through. Definitely, there's curiosity here. I see something like kind of is exciting, but and it's maybe a lot of momentum that's building to a certain point. So again, we're gonna pull the cards, see what this is further relating to. But as a general vibration that I'm picking up on, I'm seeing that you're definitely also getting really, really close to having a certain experience here with someone. Maybe this is even you wanting to get closer to someone that you're already kind of interacting with in some way. And it's just a matter of time is what I'm hearing as well with the Seven of Swords. It's like, possibly you're like, well, I know this is kind of like leading to that, or I want it to, or I'm curious to see where it'll lead. The Daughter of Wands upright. I see that somebody is definitely entranced by some idea here with the Daughter of Wands and the Moon, sandwiching that Seven of Swords upright. Now let's get a few more cards out though for you, Cancer, and again for this general sort of initiatory reading, and then we'll get into the day by day. The Knight of Wands upright. That is quite similar to the Daughter of Wands, right? And it's called the Daughter of Wands and the Son of Wands in the Wild Unknown deck, whereas in the Gummy Bear Tarot, similar again to the Rider-Waite deck, it's Knight, so on, King, Queen, yeah. Okay, Page. Let's clear it around. The World in reverse. Now, I'm seeing a question mark here. It's so funny because, yeah, I see something as almost like, it's really like, almost like, I'm hearing it's fascinating to you, and yeah, it's something that you want. Ooh, interesting. Page of Cups on the Death card. Okay, well, maybe you've already had an experience here. Now, I'll also mention this. The energies that do come through in this reading might actually be hitting on concepts that you've worked with 6 months, 8 months ago, a year ago, several years ago even. I know some of you go back to older readings. I found that is definitely the case with my readings. You know, messages resonate down the line at times. Okay, really, always take it as you will yet again, and it might be that 1 month it resonates in one way, and then the next month or months down the line, or years yet again, it's in another way. So it's interesting as well, when I am actually reading, it's like, it's kind of cool, because in the moment, there was maybe a point of manifestation, even while I'm reading, but then, I'll come back to the message and I'll sort of see it in a totally different way. So anyhow, you got the moon for a second time in a secondary deck here, and it is the moon, sandwiching the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Let's clear it, the Magician, the Page of Cups. Now I wonder, what I'm curious about here, Cancer, is if this is somebody else's energy or if this is your energy, because I see this as either somebody who has had their eye on you. If it is somebody else, I feel like they've had their eye on you. They're definitely aware of you. I'm hearing that. And we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Wow, with the Seven of Swords. This is something that has been planned or strategic. For a number of you, let's clear it. Okay, this is for some of you, Cancer, someone, though, that maybe you are curious about. And if that's the case, I feel like you have had a number of experiences that have qualified you to feel this way. Interesting. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but a few cards here coming out. Let's see them. The Knight of Swords in reverse, sitting on the Page of Wands upright, which is sitting at the base of that daughter wand. So you've got both we'll say page, daughters of wands, in both decks on top of one another. And we have the Six of Swords in reverse. In other words, this is a very strong message, possibly as well, of passion with the daughter of wands that is being announced here. I almost see it as, for a number of you, maybe there is something you're really, again, interested in. Again, both of these Page of Wands are mirroring the moon. And so it's just a matter, feeling some pressure on the throat chakra there, of calling it out, of also possibly contacting someone, like, just outright. We have, again, yes, that Knight of Swords in reverse with the Six of Swords in reverse, after all, sitting at the base of the Daughter of Wands and the Page of Wands. Now, let's get the cards out. For a number of you, yeah, there is something that maybe, for some, this is something you do maybe want badly, we'll say, but it's almost like you need something, as I'm feeling it, to really be able to pursue whatever this is in the way that you feel you'd like to pursue it in. How do we say this? The Queen of Pentacles upright is mirroring, it's almost like an anchor, like a dock to that energy of passion. Maybe there's even someone you want the approval of, or there's just something you're saving up for even. For some of you, I feel like you're curious about someone, but you almost don't know how they feel about you. Let's get the cards now here. Let's first do the Celtic cross and see, what is at play. We are days away from the full moon in Aquarius, side note, and we have actually readings out for that series, so that transit. So if you feel guided, feel free to check out the playlist on the channel, and there is a reading here for the full moon, or you can go all over to, I think it's also logged under special events, but always anyways, the way you feel guided to read, to sort of connect with the readings. Okay, let's get the cards out here. Cancer. I'm hearing Aries, Aquarius. Okay, right there, the Fool. This is a card associated with Aquarius. Oh my, you guys, it's right in between my thighs, my legs, my calves. Someone here is wanting maybe to get to know you. Let's pull here. That's a deep past. Maybe someone had a plan here and it involves you. It's like, hey, Cancer, I want to see like how we can do this. I'm hearing that. Five of Wands upright in the recent past. Let's pull on the current state. Let's clear it. For some of you, there's a concept of children involved here. The Six of Wands coming through upright. Eight of Swords in reverse in the advice. Near future's the King of Cups. Wow, somebody I feel is like, they got a plan. It's like, yes, no, yeah. The Four of Wands in reverse and the hopes interferes you lead out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like, if this is someone, let's clear it in the throat chakra. Let's clear it actually all throughout the body. For a number of you, if this is someone who's looking on at you, I feel like you do not really know that is taking place. It's like, I did not know that he was really into me like that. I'm hearing that. Okay. You've got the Queen of Wands in reverse in the environment and the Two of Swords in reverse in leading you out. You've got the Death card here coming through. Second card associated with Cancer. here. For some of you, I feel like there's some kind of concept you're working with that has a side to it that you're still discovering. That can also be how this energy manifests, or there's really going to be a massive transformation as it relates to your creative assets. I'm hearing that maybe you start to reorient the way that you work with your resources. Let's get here some cards leading out here, because you got a really strong water presence as you lead out of this Celtic cross, and you've got actually 2 kings, 1 queen. Interesting. Yeah, I'm hearing yes please. Maybe for a number of you, you're bidding on something. You got the Hermit in the second deck here as well. Again, let's clear it. And then, yeah, so there's strong focus on the archetype of Virgo, King of Swords as well. Oh my gosh, there might even be a number of people here. Either there are a number of people who are observing you, or there is something kind of competitive here taking place. For a number of you, maybe you have your eye on a number of people possibly, or a number of projects or factors or aspects of a project. That's clear. Yeah, you might even actually be deciding on something. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I see this as maybe even like bidding, negotiating, or something you're even like hiring for, and it's almost like you're kind of like exploring the alternatives. Maybe you're even like applying to a number of positions, or you have a number of people who are observing your work. And let's clear it down the back. For some of you, this is on social media. Yeah, I feel like you're not aware though of this. It's like maybe some people are, yeah, you got the Hermit again up, right, on the King of Swords. I feel like some of you are not really aware of this and the fact that this is going on, whatever that may mean in particular for you. Yeah, okay, let's get the cards out on top of these Gummy Bear Tarot cards. And we pull the Mother of Cups upright on the Fool and the Deep Past. For some of you, I feel like you've been lightly talking to this person. I feel like you're not really fully aware, maybe the extent to which they are actually observing you, or that they're interested in you. That sounds kind of strange and creepy, but we're gonna again pull here. You got 3 of Cups. I feel this is actually for a number of you something that someone would like to introduce to you. Wow, the Ace of Swords in reverse in the environment. It could actually be for a number of you an advancement when it comes to work matters with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Like this is coming. I feel like people are like, how do we say this? I didn't know my boss was talking to my hiring manager about me in this way. Like that's what they had in mind. Give me a second, Cancer. We'll be back. Cancer, we're back. Thank you for your patience there. Took a little break. Okay. Now, yeah, let's jump back into it. We were saying that, there's something that I feel like you're not like having in mind. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe it's something that ends up sort of maybe someone feels like you're not aware. I'm getting that as well with the King of Cups upright in the near future. Ace of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. I see someone maybe like gauging. Maybe they're even wondering if you're available. This might even be someone who's a little insecure when it comes to how they feel you feel about them. Let's clear it. Let's get a card for each of the days. Yeah, we got the Monkey in reverse, Deer in reverse, Lion in reverse on top of the Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah, I feel like someone is like, I don't know. They're really not sure about like the reputation, maybe even with you. Maybe that can also be. You know what? Before we pull cards, let's pull on that Death card really quickly. Father of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, so okay. This is definitely Justice in reverse in the theme. This is with Wild Unknown. Someone maybe has something in mind for you, and it can either be a surprise. There's an element of surprise here. The Lovers is leading you out with the Death card in reverse. Maybe some of you, let's clear it. Some of you, this can also be in the space of saying somebody maybe is interested in you, but they're playing it like they're not. I'm hearing that as well, because it's interesting. The Death card is looking at the Lovers. Now for some of you, well, the Death card is a very intense energy. Like, let's clear it. Looking at the Lovers, and you do have the 3 of Cups as well. This is basically this is very strong air energy. The number 3 related to, I'm hearing Sagittarius, Capricorn, but Gemini is what I wanted to say. Now, some of you, maybe this is even someone who you have had an experience with and in the past. And it's almost like there is maybe an experience that was unresolved there. I'm getting that as well. Okay, so, and if that is the case, if somebody's coming forward, I see them actually really excited. It's like, let's see, what may be with Capricorn. I'm here with Capricorn, with Cancer. All right, so let's pull a card here for each of the days. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your likes as well. Yeah, I see something really, it's kind of important. It can also be a soulmate experience that you just feel, is important. Maybe you feel like it's almost inevitable, like we're going to have to resolve this one way or another. Again, the Hermit coming through. This is the card associated with Virgo yet again. Yeah, okay. Maybe this is even something that you let go of. You're like, all right, whatever it is. And, you're not focused on it. I'm seeing that. But, you kind of put it off, and maybe it's something that just happens to come back around the mountain. Let's get a card for each of the days, Cancer. I keep feeling like you're not expecting something here. The Judgment card coming through upright, and this is in the Wild and Known Tarot deck coming through on the 1st, so let's clear it. I'm hearing November. Some of you maybe are planning for something that is, possibly down the line. The 9 of Cups upright. Maybe, you know what, Cancer, it's like, maybe it is that it's already in your environment, but it's like you're not seeing it or you're not aware of it. Let's get the cards. The 5 of Swords. Yeah, I feel somebody wants to talk to you. Like, I see someone, like, they're hitting the buzzer at your door, like, repetitively, but it's almost like you're not getting it. I'm hearing that. 6 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I'm seeing you, like, not really, like, I'm seeing someone wearing underwear. Maybe it's a metaphor. It's like they're just, again, they're not in the mindset of, like, expecting, It's kind of like, yeah, okay, the Queen of Swords coming through upright. The Empress upright. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. That was just sitting under the Empress. Really not expecting that. Now, for some of you, leading out with the Knight of Wands in that first week, we lead into the second week with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the 4 of Wands in reverse. Some of you, it may also be, wow, the Ace of Cups right there. I was going to say, I'm seeing a hard hat here, like a construction hat. For some, I feel like maybe the sensation in maybe either, whatever this is, this happens to be, it could be a work position or job, whatever, project. But if it's a relationship, I feel like the dynamic, I'm seeing a puff of smoke here. The dynamic has been in such a way for so long, it's kind of that moment when you're like, I don't expect it to change. And this is reminding me of a reading we did for the sign of Taurus, and I think it was Gemini, for like 2 years ago, 2019 or 2020. And it was like someone wanted to kiss someone for the longest time, and they kept pushing them away. And then all of a sudden, one day this person is like trying to make a move on them, like kiss them, and they're not registering it. So that could be a particular message, but take it as you will. The 7 of Wands leading out of the Ace of Cups is clear it. We're going to get a feel for these energies. Overall, we're just going to pull the cards, and then the Strength card in reverse. Yeah. I feel like it's like sudden, like, oh shit, oh my god, like she's interested in me. I'm hearing that as well. 8 of Wands upright, the World's upright, the Hanged Man in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the 7 of Swords upright, the 7 of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, I almost feel like it's even like you're not expecting someone to, like, be interested in you. I'm just hearing this. Like, I'm getting like a butterfly energy here. 2 of Cups in reverse. Wow, yeah, it's like something just kind of, it catches you off guard. The 2 of Wands upright, the Star's like, what? Whoa, like, who's there? I see this, like, kind of waking up energy a little bit. Page of Swords upright, Emperor in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Pentacles upright, and the 10 of Pentacles. Let's clear it. Let's get a theme card for each of these weeks. The first week of August is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I really feel like, let's clear it. It's like, what does come through? I'm hearing cementing the dream into reality. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands reverse. What does come through is either really even surreal, and I want to pull further on that Ace of Wands in the theme to see what we're looking at here is a more macro progression of energies in a thematic way. Yeah, okay, well, for some of you, this is definitely a negotiation. It's like, well, there are so many factors involved. You got that Hermit leading you out. Right in between the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords, right in between the 2 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, we see the 5 of Cups. So some of you, maybe it can even be in the space of saying that there's something really exciting coming forward. Yes, but it's almost like you have to be prepared. So maybe there are a number of factors that, you're taking into consideration here with the Queen of Pentacles upright and the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit, that you weren't planning on having to take into consideration. Maybe take it as you will. Let's pull with the Children's Spirit Animal. Let's clear it. On the Nine of Cups, we have the Wolf, you're safe protected. On the Knight of Wands, we have the Turtle, take your time, in reverse. On the Hanged Man, in that third week of August, we have the Eagle, do the right thing. Let's clear the energy and ground. Let's pull on the Four of Wands in reverse on approximately the 9th. Yeah, I see, like, it's the kind of thing where then suddenly it's like something changes, like, dramatically. Like, oh my god, I'm hearing that. Like, it's like when you miss a phone call, It's like, then you look at your phone and see all of these missed calls. It's something like that. Elephant, you can overcome any problem. Let's pull on the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Butterfly in reverse, get ready for big changes in reverse. That's on the 11th of August. Let's pull on the 13th of August. The Cougar, you can do it upright. I'm hearing chess, checkers. I feel like it's almost like suddenly you have to jump into the suit. Kind of like, and it can be something even competitive. It's like last minute someone calls you even for like gig, for a job, maybe for an interview. It's something like that. I see you definitely rising to a sort of event or challenge. And it can even be with you. It's like, wow, you know what? I feel like the opportunity is here. The context is right. I want to go for this. I'm hearing that. So, it's quite exciting, actually, Cancer, and I'm hearing Capricorn. And Capricorn, we mentioned Capricorn a few times here already. Capricorn rules the 10th house. It's a really strong earth energy card. Some of you, this is something that maybe you want to invest in, and you feel like maybe you've been looking at this, whatever this is. It can even be some sort of technology. I'm seeing that with the Unicorn in reverse. Use your imagination in reverse. We'll pull further on that to get a sense for exactly what might it be, but there is something you want to invest in, maybe, Cancer, that you feel will really... it's gonna I'm hearing it's gonna be helpful for you. Yeah, with the Cougar upright. It can even be like an activity that you get involved in. Okay, it has a really high payoff. I'm hearing that with the Cougar upright in the long term. The Lizard Dream upright on the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I see you like talking to a lot of people here. This is in the last week of August, and I'm hearing October. So we're already coming through with, these months here down the line. It seems we're talking about November with the Judgment card, the Lizard Dream here. Maybe you're making long-term projection decisions. Let's pull on this Page of Swords, the Ladybug Notice Little Things. Okay, I'm seeing you're making decisions here. Yeah, in a big way. Like, but it's something that maybe, how do we say it? It's like, even this feeling of like, okay, I got off the waiting list. Like, it's almost like I'm seeing someone taking a nap or something even, and then they hit, and that can be a metaphor. Like, I stopped thinking about this. I was waiting for them to get back to me. Then they got back to me, and I'm like, wow, okay, so now I'm in the game again. Let me start thinking about my options. It's something like that, possibly. Like, let's clear it and ground. Yeah, there's something, maybe someone even opens, maybe they either introduce you to someone, or there's something that, maybe someone opens you up to something even. It's like, hey, like, look at this resource database, something like that. Interesting. Five of Pentacles upright, Raccoon upright. Maybe there are even resources, or this is, again, possibly this is something you've already invested in, and it's I see you on a path, Cancer, like, it's kind of like a video game vibe. Like, okay, I got that. And one thing leads to another thing. It could be even networking for some with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, Star in reverse. Yeah, definitely. Or you feel like maybe you're even investing in something that you feel will allow you to better connect to a number of people here with the Star in reverse. It might actually be someone in particular that you have in mind, and it's almost like, be it, an interview, be it an introduction that you want to make to someone. There's something that you feel you're really excited about. I'll say that as well, that you feel, if I invest in this, I will have maybe a better shot at whatever this is, a more appropriate sort of introduction. I'm hearing that as well. So yeah, I see it as something professional though with the Four of Pentacles. Even if it is a relationship matter, I feel like there is maybe even a financial side to this, but there's something you're preparing with. I'm seeing that with the Four of Pentacles. Now let's pull on that Ace of Cups, the Moon in reverse. I was just going to say, there's a mysterious side to this. Either it's something that you feel you're not familiar with and you need to get familiar with, or you feel like it's something that you want to see a little more clearly. Like, you're not quite seeing something here. I'm hearing that with the moon in reverse, but it's exciting. It's like, well, let me see what it may be. I'm hearing that. The Page of Cups upright on the eight of Swords in reverse on the Unicorn in reverse. So for a number of you, I feel like you're calculating something. You might even be actually I keep hearing investing out. I wanted to pull on that Unicorn. We got the Fool. This is a card of Aquarius, Uranus energy, definitely technology for a number of you. This is a technology thing here coming through with the Unicorn. And I was thinking, if we get a card associated with, Uranus energy, and you have the Wheel of Fortune as well, and the Stars sandwiching that Unicorn, mirroring the Fool, there's something even like maybe you join like a group. It's maybe a networking group or something of that nature. With the Three Cups of High Priestess, some of you, there's something you're even like, let's say, launching or getting involved in, and it's kind of just it's allowing you to connect with a number of people. So, but for some of you here with the Unicorn, somebody here also may have introduced you to someone. I'm hearing that. But, and remember, these energies can come down the line about 6 to 8 months. So feel free to circle back to this reading, maybe save it to a playlist or something of that sort, and you maybe can easily come back to it every now and then and check in with this energy and see how is it sort of manifesting. I know people, they go back to readings from years ago and they find that it's just so relevant in that moment when they're watching that reading. So it might be something kind of interesting to sort of even try. Like, let me try to come back to readings and see, even a few days before August, then check in August, and then after August, how does the energy and the way that I interpret it maybe change, morph, how does it also make sense in different ways for me? Interesting. And I'm hearing down the line. So this could actually even be something that you're actually testing. Let's clear it back to our ground. Yeah, there's something that but I keep hearing like, it's even something, how do we say this? Like, you found a new technology that can help you, like, send your resume out to, like, 100 people at the same time. It's like something like that is what I'm hearing. Or it's even maybe marketing, but there's something with technology or something online. Let's clear it. Maybe something legal as well with the Fool upright. For a number of you, possibly somebody even, like, responds to you. Yeah. This, for a large number of you, is an advancement in your career. It could be someone wanting to interview you. I'm seeing that as well. Knight of Swords in reverse. If that's the case, this is something I feel you've been looking at for a long time now. Maybe even get past. You get promoted. I'm seeing another King of Cups upright. It's pretty impressive. I'm hearing that. Seven of Pentacles upright, King of Pentacles upright. This is something that has a number of layers and stages to it. If it is an interview, I feel like it's pretty competitive, and there is a lot to maybe the interview itself. And so there is maybe something you're actually researching, looking into with the Unicorn in reverse. Maybe it's actually a position in data, research, technology, something of that sort. But with the Fool upright mirroring the Unicorn in reverse, it might even be something that involves social media, something online, something social. I see you kind of like sending information or data content out to like a lot of people. So it's actually, if you're creating, well, it's exciting. I feel like there's something that's expanding here. And I feel like it's either something you're learning about or something you're actually employing. So with the Fool upright and the Unicorn in reverse, I do get the sense, this is definitely marketing for me, the Magician reverse, but it's something you're learning about possibly. It's something like of a new technology. I'm seeing that as well with the Fool and the Unicorn. If this is something, for a number of you, this is something kind of, maybe kind of even like, I lost my thought there. We were saying, it could be a technology that you're researching that maybe, you've never heard of. It's something, it's something that you're even enrolling in. It could be, maybe you're hiring someone to do this as well for you. But whatever it is, it simplifies your work. I'm seeing that at the end of the day with the Fool upright, or at least it amplifies the message that you're wanting to get out there in some way. It's like, wow, that's so much easier. Like, I never thought of that kind of vibe. I'm hearing that. Page of Pentacles, some of you maybe even like, it's very curious, whatever this is. Like, it's kind of like, wow, how do you say it? Like, I've been doing this manually for years. What? Like, could you do this like online? I'm hearing that. It's something like that. Page of Pentacles, possibly. Some of you maybe even are getting, someone's reaching out to you. Maybe they want to interact with you in a social space, or they're wanting to like kind of, maybe it's even like something with the resume. I keep saying that, like somebody wanting to like look at your resume, edit your resume. It's about refining your approach maybe to your work. Interesting. But there's definitely there's a lot of factors here with the Unicorn that go into this. Ace of Swords upright. Wow. This is like a really, let's clear it. This might even be a database. It's something you're getting access to with the Ace of Swords upright. I feel like it's something, though, that it really changes the way that you carry out your work. I'm hearing it affects your lifestyle, really, Cancer. It makes maybe you feel more kind of like in the know. You know, it's this feeling of like, I got this new technology. Like, I'm feeling kind of like cool. A Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords, but it's something that affects and impacts the way you can carry out your work. So let's get a few more cards, though. That is really very exciting. I'm seeing whatever that is. You pulled a lot of cards here at the tail end of August, the second week and the third week, but really it trails out. And I feel like this is something, it's one of those things where it's like, whoa, like this ended up just radically transforming like the way that I saw this whole industry. It's like, I didn't know you could do that. You know, it's something like this. Possibly, yes. It's something even like maybe that you, again, I keep hearing you're investing in, something you're purchasing, something you're buying. You feel like whatever this is, Cancer, it's very much like you. It's like you click with whatever this is, like almost immediately. Chariot upright, Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that's your own card in the Major Arcana. So let's get a few more cards out here, Cancer, for you. We're going to clean up the Children's Spirit Animal cards. And yeah, I feel like it's something you've been really looking at for some time, and maybe you've just decided finally I want to take the plunge and do this. I'm hearing that, yeah. And it could be something that you even, it may have to do with, you know, your physical body even. It's something that you feel is gonna just really pay off in the long run. Yeah, it's even some kind of equipment, I'm hearing that, or like a machinery of some kind. I'm not sure that something, though, that was even related to maybe both your lifestyle and your actual work and the way you carry it out. So yeah, it's really exciting. Maybe it's even something that, you know, you feel, you know, maybe you carry out on the weekends, but then it really helps you during the week with your work. I'm hearing that as well. It could be something just even like simple, but it has such an impact on the way that the outlook of your work. And for a number of you, this might even be a new job, a new career, and it's just really working for you. I'm hearing that, if that's the case. So it's kind of like it helps you look towards, yeah, but it's really, let's clear it. It expands your mind. I'm hearing that as well. It challenges you to think outside the box. I'm hearing that as well. So if it is a career shift, I feel like it's really working well for you. It's like you're feeling more stimulated. You're feeling more kind of like, I'm hearing attractive, even interesting. I'm hearing advanced. Yeah. If it is related to career, and if it is a promotion, it's like this is having a really good impact on how you feel at work. Maybe, you know, on your lifestyle. I'm hearing that as well. So yeah, it's a moment when you're enjoying your work life situation, sort of like the balance and yeah. So very exciting, Cancer. Let's get a few more cards out here on the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. The Ten of Wands sits on that Seven of Cups in reverse, bumping that Six of Swords in reverse up. Two of Swords upright. Maybe even like you were hoping for something to be available. I'm seeing that. Maybe you were actually bidding on something even. And yeah, I feel like it's something that opens up. So the King of Wands in reverse leading you out. Okay, now I'm hearing social life here with the King of Wands in reverse. The Fool upright comes through. The Chariot upright. The Sun in reverse and the Ace of Swords upright. There's something that you maybe even have realized. And maybe it's like, hey, for the longest time I didn't know like what I was doing here. I'm hearing that as well. Like what's the point? I feel like you've made a huge sort of, you know, bump in progress when it comes to what it is that you see you are creating. Oh, so yeah, maybe something actually even starts to become more obvious or clear. It starts to materialize, actually. The Star. I want to pull further on that really quickly before we take a few more cards here for an extended spread. But the Star with the 2 wands, I'll clear it. That's in the, let's clear it. The 5 of Cups. For a number of you, maybe you even get recognized here. For some of you, there's something, even though that you're regenerating. I'm seeing that with the Ace of Wands upright, the King of Cups upright, the 5 of Cups upright, and the Star upright. Some of you, though, like, let's clear it. I feel like you've been waiting to even, like, how do we say, like, have the opportunity to realize, it's something about what you're observing and what you're doing even. Oh, interesting. Maybe it's even, like, a matter of your time, your schedule. Maybe something finally makes sense to you even. It's like, I found like how I want to do this. I'm hearing that. For some of you, the devil coming through. This is but before we get into it, for a number of you, I'm hearing Leo with Leo. There's something that, I feel like, let's clear it, you're competing here with something. Like, there's an opportunity that has come through financially that really sort of, it's like when you get, maybe it's like, hey, I'm selling something on eBay. I put the item on and I didn't have any bids, and then I got my first bid, and it's like, yay, it's something that's, your feeling is pushing you forward. Now it's one thing that leads to other things. I'm hearing that as well. So in other words, maybe you make a shift when it comes to your lifestyle, but that ends up impacting the way you feel at work, for example. So, but Cancer, I wanted to say here as well, the feeling I'm getting is that there's something about the bigger picture even. It's like, I'm not worried anymore about what's happening here. Like, how do we even say this? It's like, I got my first gig. Now I have that on my resume, and it's going to be easier to get other gigs, It's that first gig that makes it kind of feels maybe even just daunting. Now, for some of you, there's something that you realize, though, okay, is like something you're interested in, is your passion, or, you're wanting to invest in, and maybe it's just the decision to do so. Now, let's pull a diamond spread, and then we may jump into a chakra reading. The Two of Swords upright, the Four of Pentacles upright, Judgment card upright, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, Cancer. This is exciting. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you may even be recognized here in some way, in a big way. For some of you, maybe you even actually win something. You could be selected here for something with the Star upright. Wow. Some of you, there's someone here you really passionate about. I'm hearing that as well. The High Priestess coming through. There's something you're magnetized towards. You're really, really attracted, maybe even to someone. We have both cards of Pisces here, the High Priestess and the Hangman. I'm hearing the Ramones. I'm hearing Ramon. I would definitely go check out the Pisces reading, because the High Priestess and the Hangman have been dancing with one another in almost every spread. And I mentioned this as well in other readings, that there is a really strong focus this month on Pisces energy. Given that both rulers of Pisces are retrograde, and we all have Pisces somewhere in our chart, but we're also experiencing this transit heavily. Okay, so wherever you have your Neptune, wherever you have your Jupiter, wherever you have Pisces in your birth chart, that area of life is going to be really accented here. I see this playing a really big role when it comes to what you are manifesting in this month. The star sitting in the center of the month, I'm sort of reading that as the full moon, which is in Aquarius, and this is the card associated with Aquarius in the Major Arcana. Yes, let's clear it. There's something here you've had your eye on, okay, with the High Priestess mirroring the star. Eight of Pentacles leading in, and the Seven of Swords upright leading you out, with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody here, maybe, for a number of you, let's clear it. It's been really a matter of figuring out how to address this, maybe for a number of you, this feeling, this emotion, and this came through in the Aquarius reading, and again, you've got the star here in the center of this month. I would check out the Aquarius reading as well if you feel guided. The Three of Cups, the Devil, there we go, the Devil, yeah. Let's go. There's something that you feel is like, okay, now I feel like I kind of see how I want to carry this out, or now I understand more clearly, possibly in some way, how I see myself. Let's go. How for some of you, you're planning a surprise here for someone, or I'm seeing you being kind of more clear on how you see yourself even like interacting with someone here. Let's clear it down the line. It might be a question of how the steps that I take here in the now relate to the broader picture. Now, okay, let's pull a chakra reading here for you, Cancer. Yeah, I feel like in the beginning of the week, it's almost like you're still waiting on something. You're almost like maybe you're not hearing back from someone quite yet. You're waiting to understand, I'm hearing though as well. It could be a metaphor, like, are we really waiting for their feedback, or is it, it's maybe sometimes that moment when we think I'm waiting for them, I'm waiting on them, but it's really, I'm not feeling the inspiration yet, I'm seeing it's maybe even something that's mirrored here. So let's get the cards. Here we go. Let's pull the crown chakra to the root chakra. Let's clear it around. The Emperor, wow, upright in the crown chakra. Some of you, there's somebody here who you are even inspired by. There's some energy here that maybe is even, really sort of like turning you on. I'm hearing that. The Ace of Wands, this could also be an energy that you're manifesting or that you're even investing in actually, that is, as you feel it, really paying off for you. The Ace of Wands at the base of the Emperor, you might even be changing something. I'm hearing that again when it comes to your lifestyle, and that's really having quite an impact on other aspects of your life as well. Justice in reverse at the base of the Ace of Wands, right? Knight of Swords in reverse at the base of the Justice card in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse is at the base of the King of the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral. Ooh, okay, interesting. So the sacral chakra and the root chakra are upside down to the point where I don't see those cards. Flipping them over, we see the Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Sorry, the King of Swords. Wow, we called the Knight of Swords the King. So there's something going on, as I'm seeing it, when it comes to the root chakra and possibly the heart chakra. Okay, so yeah, for a number of you, interesting, in the theme we have the Fool. Let's pull further on the Knight of Swords. Some of you, there's somebody here who maybe is making a decision in relation to you, and you're not aware of it, or there's someone here who's focusing on you, and you're not understanding to what level and degree. For a number of you, maybe there is someone who's really even attracted to you, and I feel like if that's the case, like they can't wait to be with you, Cancer, is what I'm hearing. So it's very exciting. There are a lot of developments here as I'm getting it. The Emperor, the Ace of Wands sitting up in the crown chakra. I feel like something has really ignited, passion here. It's clear. It's something that has really inspired you. So thank you for tuning in. Love and light to you, and I'll see you in the next video.